5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. Hello and welcome to the TTV BrickFeed podcast. I'm Jonathan Dwan.
I'm Meso.
I'm Eljay.
I'm Prpl.
I'm XX Trooper.
And this is the BrickFeed podcast, episode 49.
Woo.
Mardi Gras. Anyway.
Wow, Meso.
You know, I might start outlawing that on this podcast.
See,
I might be like, 18.
okay, so I think I was gonna
great.
do.
So you're going to be a horrible person. I
You
see.
said I'm Jonathan Dwan, and I was like, I'm Meso. I was trying to say Meso to like do the joke of like two names, but I couldn't.
Nice.
I kind of
Meso.
stumbled
Thanks.
over my own joke.
I mean, like,
Prpl
you have your own...
And by the way,
People know your name, right?
By the way-
they know, like, your real name?
yeah.
Okay.
Hypocritical though I might be because I just did Mardi Gras. Let's outlaw Mardi Gras on the BrickFeed podcast.
What? Wow.
Man, the
Let's do
appeal
that.
to this podcast is just going down
Mardi
and
Gras,
down and
Mardi
down.
Gras is a TTV thing. Let's come up with our own
Yeah.
thing.
We can come up with something.
Halloween!
It only makes sense on TTV and barely then.
Okay, you know what?
As it wasn't even on a TV
You know,
episode.
fine. You know what?
Our thing is the, what's it? The, tanker truck takedown.
I know.
That's our thing.
$5 gone.
Hey,
I
1
know.
minute
If
into
I
Did you
We're
say
gonna do it.
Chris from Tac Takedown?
no,
Yes, that's what I said.
Chris from
he
State
didn't say
Farm.
that at all.
I don't think what you're going to say.
Honestly, if I were in charge of the podcast, my rightful place here, I would say that our thing would be naming day, because that's the only holiday from a Lego theme I know that's like an original holiday.
What about the Day of the Departed?
So make
you
our
really
thing,
want that mouthful? Day of the Departed!
make our thing naming day.
Day parted.
On a
I mean, this isn't the Bionicle podcast, though. This
Yeah,
is like
well,
a
that-
Lego podcast.
Yeah, well, that is
So.
a Lego holiday. What other
Taco
Lego?
Tuesday. What about Taco Tuesday?
Hey! You know what
But
today
no,
is?
no, we can't do that. Taco Bell has
Today
a
is
copyright on
Tuesday.
that. They own Taco Tuesday.
Stupid Taco Bell.
I mean,
I hate them.
Do they own Taco?
They
I mean,
also
like,
own
I'm pretty.
Lego,
Does
so
no
they
one
own
have
the
a
entire
copyright
day of
on
the
Mardi Gras, though? I feel like,
but
Maybe.
they
France.
literally do.
Taco Bell owns the entire day Tuesday. They just have copyright on it.
as long as you have tacos in that day, Taco Bell's like, no, we own that. I'm
We
sorry.
own that. We own you.
They're like, they send people to drag you away from the day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
they like kick you in
Looking
the
for
next week.
volunteers to leave Taco Tuesday, please.
Well, let's talk
Okay.
about that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if only. Instead, we're going to talk about Lego. Keyword.
Keyword Lego.
Anyone get anything this week?
Nope.
Yes, I got
I've been
something.
wanting to get Lego sets for quite a
I
while.
haven't gotten Lego in
but I've been
ages.
saving
I got
money.
bunch
I'm
of
hoping-
orders.
X,
I
did you-
haven't bought any.
Yeah,
Every
X,
time
you
I go
got
to the
something,
store, I'm
right?
tempted because I see there's just a lot of really good stuff out there. But no, I haven't bought them in
I don't
ages.
go to the store enough.
I-
to see
Okay,
stuff.
you guys who didn't get anything, please shut up.
I got something.
People who got something, talk.
Me. Ooh, me, pick me.
Go.
Okay, I got pants. I got a new pair of pants for my sig fig.
Oh,
And
that's cute.
Ooh, he looks neat.
yeah, these are actually from one of the Collectible series minifigures, the Dino Tracker. And I had been just
Ooh.
perusing all the various different collectible minifigures on BrickSet. Fantastic site if you need a database. And it's part of Series 12, and those are cargo pants. And so I decided to make my sig fig more accurate to how I am traditionally represented, like in my my recap finale. I'd get them because I wear cargo pants often. And it's way better now. Side printing,
Yeah.
guys. Side printing.
for life.
That's
It's
so
funny because, like,
next-gen sig fig
On
stuff.
the
Yeah, that is really
on the
cool.
sig fig, it almost looks fashionable.
Because it is fashionable.
I like that the
I mean,
Electron logo.
Listen,
matches the
I
pants.
got an earful from my friend who's a fashion major the other day, and she was
I
like, or not the other
couldn't
day,
care
like,
less.
last semester, and she was like, you gotta change everything. So now I know it's
Listen,
fashionable.
Couldn't
Now
care
it's like-
less.
LJ embrace the
I mean, I
fashion.
don't say you need to care. I'm just saying it's not
Hey,
fashionable.
John, are hoodies and track pants fashionable? Because that's all I ever
Ha,
wear.
ha, 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 ha.
My thing is,
Actually, she got on me because I was wearing hoodies too much. She's like, hoodies are out. I'm like, but I like hoodies. And she's like, they're out.
yeah, see, I hate hoodies, so
like-
that works. I do not care what people think about. I don't hate the look of them. I just don't like wearing them. It's nothing against you. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
It's not you, it's me.
Anyway,
I like that song.
but
by
my
Prozac.
thing is, I don't care about how I look so long as I'm practical.
Yeah.
That's,
Intriguing.
that is
Same.
my only concern.
Then why'd you have that beard for so long?
That's what everyone who's not fashionable says.
Because it was it was during the winter, and it was practically keeping my
it's
face
still
warm.
a failure in personal hygiene.
No, it is not. It is not a failure in personal hygiene.
You can have a clean beard.
Exactly. The beard
You
was
can.
clean.
Just
It just
gotta,
didn't
like,
look good.
shampoo it.
You can, but
You
then
can
you're
have it,
taking
doesn't mean that
away
Eljay
it being
had it.
practical by
Listen,
any means.
it's gone
Right.
now. It won't hurt anyone any longer.
Cool shave.
I shaved, and it was cool.
Cool shave.
Thanks for shave, man. It's neat.
You're welcome.
X, you got some Bricklink stuff?
I
Wanna
have
talk about that real
never
quick?
done Bricklink before in my entire life, and it's neat. I've like figured out how to do a couple stuff, and now they're kind of like coming in. You know, one of them's a bit unfortunate because it was like a $6 order with 16 shipping. You know, but it's fun a bit coming here and there. But like I haven't opened them and categorized them yet because I used like a system where I had like a bunch of parts I wanted, and then it just made like all the parts I needed from the different vendors or something, and I'm just waiting for all the parts to be here and then checking if everything's there. It's really weird, but I haven't really had time to open them at all though, because I've had some unexpected visitors as well, as you know. So otherwise I got free Lego Star Wars Battle Pack. That was nice because I called customer support and they just asked me what Lego I like. I said Star Wars, and they just gave me a free Battle Pack. So that's the only actual Lego set instead of just a bunch of parts.
The only negative thing I've heard about Lego customer service is that it, along with their shipping, is slow. Other than that, they've been outstanding.
Can confirm in both elements. I've bought replacement parts from them before and ordered my fair share from Shop at Home. Thumbs down on speed. Thumbs up for efficiency.
Apparently, I knew someone as late as 2009 who was able to call, and don't do this anymore because it's wrong and lying. But he was able to call the Lego. He was able to call Lego customer service and say that he had bought the 2005 set from Bionicle with the golden crack can, and they sent him. They sent him it. He was like, "Oh, sorry, we're afraid you didn't get that." So they sent him. It was like 2009, 2010ish.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. They had one sitting around, but
they've stepped it up a lot since then.
Wait, Golden Krakan in 2009?
Yeah. That was the crazy part of the story.
That was the crazy part of it. It was like years and years after the set had been out, and he just on a whim sent that to customer service, and they sent him one. He didn't even have the set.
GIF of like Will Ferrell with the mustache going, "I don't believe you." Yeah, I don't believe you.
I mean, like,
Lego.
Sure, you don't need to believe it. It happened.
Back in the day, Lego kept stuff in their stock for a lot longer than they do now.
Evidently,
it was a thing. I can vouch.
I found it.
Meso can vouch. That's such a subtle but reviving Bionicle reference. Nobody would get it.
Good job. Impressive.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to jump into the news docket. Because
right
we have
on in.
kind of a Ninjago-filled docket today.
Hallelujah, finally, Ninjago filled. I don't know how many weeks I've been wanting to talk about Ninjago, there's just nothing.
Oh, man, you got all of it, and it's going to just pile on as it gets closer to the movie. And then after the movie, there'll be like a silence.
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless
so
we get
first
like
thing we
a
have...
season 8 or something.
Right, exactly. Speaking of seasons, thanks, Prpl. Hands of Time finally got a premiere date in the US.
Oh my god, finally.
It is, they're going to premiere it every weekday from May 15th to May 26th.
May 15th.
Let's take a moment to figure out how crazy that is. We're almost halfway into the year. About halfway. It'll literally be 15 days away from being halfway when this comes out. Just now, season's airing. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It is ludicrous.
Why can't we find anyone in UK or Canada that can just, like...
I mean, we know somebody, but they don't care about Ninjago.
Here's the thing. That's only half of the issue. That's for us that, we'd like to see it early. But we wouldn't want to have to see it early if it's just out in the States. It's done. It's airing in the UK. And what difference between the UK and the States is there going to be?
I honestly don't know. I feel like, it's airing every weekday. It's not going to be a weekly show. Like, they're basically doing a season. They're binging the season in 1 week. Or I guess not 11 days, essentially, every weekday. Yeah. So that's a lot of episodes they're just dumping on people.
Yeah, they do this a lot with Steven Universe, where they'll do like these things called Steven Bombs, where they just play a ton of episodes in like 5 days, like a new episode every weekday. And like this one time they aired an entire season in like a month, like every single weekday for 4 weeks. It was just new episode after new episode, and it was ridiculous. Like, it was cool at first, but then after a while, it was just like, ugh.
I mean,
sounds like my recap season 9 release schedule.
I'm just like, why can't Cartoon Network do this for other shows? Why can't I get Rick and Morty every weekday? You know, like just one binge thing. You know, it's just Cartoon Network is really weird when it comes to scheduling stuff. And I remember, didn't Lego used to do all the shows with Nick? Wasn't Hero Factory on Nick? Am I misremembering
I've seen
correct.
screenshots of
was on
like Ninjago screenshots with the Nickelodeon like logo on it, and I never really know what they're from.
Yeah, I'm
like,
pretty sure Ninjago was also airing on Nick at some point. Maybe am I mistaken in this?
I think you are. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I distinctly remember going to Nickelodeon to watch something Lego related. I'm pretty sure it was one or two things Hero Factory. But I also have seen what Prpl was saying. I have seen Nick's screenshots with the Nick logo for Ninjago. So
very likely in another country.
So people are saying, I think Prentice in our live studio audience is saying that Ninjago is on Nick in other countries. Possibly.
That would make
sense. So that might be it. And Hero Factory was the only show on Nick. So yeah, that's probably the show I went on to see.
Regardless, it's irritating as all get out that we really already know it's in English-speaking countries. It's on our continent, and yet the United States isn't getting it.
I'm not like usually someone who's like, 100% America should get everything above everyone else or anything. But like, at some level, I feel like when we're so far behind, I'm like, all right, come on, guys.
Yeah, I honestly,
really?
I don't understand why it's spaced out
it's
so
like, I don't know why
ridiculously much.
I don't know why America is last on your list of important countries you want to promote our like popular line.
Ideally, in an ideal situation, they just have one global release date for all the countries. Right. You pick a language, you release it in that language, and you release them close together.
They, open out of this.
Maybe, especially, within, a couple weeks of each other, you know? I get that you can't line up everything for every country.
And they should make it clear in the early part of the year as well. Because if they had this season air in the early part of the year to coincide with the set release, then it would be promoting the new sets, then we would have the break, and then they could ramp up movie production. They're promoting Hands of Time's airing right when they're promoting the movie. They're going to cannibalize each other. Who's going to care about Hands of Time when the movie's coming out? It's 5 months old.
Spooky.
And vice versa. I mean, additionally, too, when it comes to, Lego promoting stuff, there is going to be some confusion with, now there's the show, and now there's a movie coming out, and you're promoting them both at the same time in America, and it's like...
stuck to the January release, but they did not. And as Ulti so thankfully pointed out in our studio audience, how do you feel if the Hands of Time finale is out tomorrow in the UK? It's unbelievable.
I mean, it's been out since it's released in January in other countries. So January, the latest it should be the absolute latest that I would even consider airing it would be March, where they're like, okay, sorry guys, we had everything messed up, but America's getting it in March later than everyone else. May, that's literally a semester. I think it aired before my semester started, and this is gonna end after my semester ended. I literally went to school and went into a class, did all the tests, did my final, and then it comes out in America. That's how long that was. That's crazy. So, I don't know. I feel like Lego really needs to get its act together when it comes to scheduling this. And people have been asking us for coverages. We are going to do coverages once we can see it in high quality, because we're not going to cover something that we don't get the the full effect of. We're not going to listen to the lower quality audio. We respect the voice actors. We've talked to Brent Miller on here. They did really great work. We're not going to
go check out his channel. By the way, Brent Miller recently released a videos. He's going to be interviewing another voice actor, Michael Dobson, fairly soon. So if you have any questions for him, go to the video where he just announced who he's going to be interviewing and ask the questions.
That's pretty
in the comments. We'd love to have him on again, so you should totally go recommend, hey, you should do another interview with TTV again, because we'd love to do it.
Mike Cool Joe.
He's Pythor in Ninjago, in case you guys didn't recognize that name.
Oh my god, I love Pythor's voice so much.
For us Bionicle fans, he's Lee Khan, as Will pointed out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I did you know
that? You probably did, but did you know that Rudaka and Misako have the same voice actress?
Yes, cray. Yes, I knew that.
I had no idea.
A lot of the Bionicle and voice actors kind of cross over with Ninjago and My Little Pony.
Jinx!
Jinx!
He's bulk biceps, apparently.
Hey, X, I got a quiz. Who's Misaka?
I have no idea.
Name.
Just guess. Guess. There's a girl named Misako. What does she do in Ninjago?
I'm guessing. All right. I'm guessing she's not the red girl, because I don't feel Like
You're
that's
correct.
her. I think her name's Nia, the red one.
Oh.
So Misako is someone
Plus
else, and
Right.
the only relation I have to that name is that it's similar to Misato from Neon Genesis.
Who's that?
But Misako, is she? That's just a girl from an anime, which is amazing.
Okay. So who is she?
Literally the best thing you'll ever see in your entire life. But I guess she is. Is she the one? Does she have gray hair and glasses, or is that someone else? Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh, so I'm correct then.
Congratulations. Yes, you win.
50 points
a brand
to
new
Gryffindor.
car.
Yeah, boy.
Da-da-da.
Got you.
There we go. We should have a game show sometime, Max, where we quiz you on Ninjago
dude,
facts.
I'm up for it.
We'll quiz you on Ninjago stuff, and then we'll quiz I don't know.
Quiz the
who doesn't know
anti-win.
anything
So
about
on
Bionicle.
Star Wars.
We'll quiz X about Ninjago and Prpl, but
Me on
Bionicle.
Star Wars, yeah.
Watch me fail miserably.
That's
You
mean,
would.
dude.
Oh, we will.
Who's Makuta, Prpl? He's the bad guy.
All right, let's move on to the news docket. We actually have some more stuff. They have some new books revealed for the Ninjago movie. One is a sticker book, the Ultimate Sticker Collection. Another are like several novelizations for kids. One's called Shark Attack, and the other one's called Secret Ninja Force. So
these books are very interesting because it goes right alongside the whole. What are you chuckling at?
The chat.
Yeah. I'll put that picture in the video, or I guess I'll.
Yeah.
that's actually really good.
Wad on the saying, imagine a TTV quiz show, and Prenton says, "What can you not peel?" Meso, I'll take car for 700.
By the way, shout out to Waj from our community mod squad member for the great work on the BrickFeed podcast's video these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've been trying to. We're going through this whole thing to try to make it more dynamic.
He's doing great work.
Here you go, you guys. Look forward to next episode.
The thing with this Ninjago stuff, the books and the recent ReBrick Contest, I'm finding it interesting they're revealing a lot of the sets through non-official ways. Like, usually what would happen is they do not a press release, but like Lego Twitter has been posting stuff for Lego releases. For the movies, they have done press releases. We've also seen them revealed through
they
online...
did for Batman, and they did
We've
for
seen
Wonder
them revealed
Woman.
through online shops or news articles through certain websites like Entertainment Weekly. This is the only time they're revealing them through ReBrick and Amazon. It's very interesting. And it's not just minifigures. We've gotten a good look at certain sets we had no clue were coming out before. Like the mech. I don't know if that's a shark mech or not. I think it is. The black and gray thing with the...
You sure that's a set coming out, though? It's really huge.
Yeah, are you sure? Because they have the Lloyd's Dragon here as well, as a sticker, but I don't think that exact dragon. I mean, it's probably going to be a set, but not like that exact.
It will be a set, but
that dragon is the ultimate.
Scale.
It will definitely not be that grand of scale. But I'm pretty sure that all the models will show up in some form as a set, if not in their proper scale. Especially if the throwaway models, maybe not. Like the police motorcycle, that could be just a throwaway. But the big elaborate mechs, yeah, I'm pretty positive they'll show up in a downscale version.
That's fair.
I think you guys are focusing on the wrong thing to be excited about here. We're getting stickers.
Stickers are...
Ninjago stickers.
They are a thing.
I actually had one of the original sticker books, like the one with the serpentine, because they were really cute and stuff.
I'm happy for you.
Stickers are the best. There's no life without stickers.
I love stickers,
Actually,
but
always
is the red
You know what they do?
I hated stuff as a kid that stuck to you. Glue, stickers, anything that was sticky, I hated.
I'm bringing glue to
I never
Brick Fair.
liked them.
Good to know.
Is the red mech on the sticker book cover the downscaled version or the movie version?
I can't tell.
I believe so, and that's going to tie into something we're going to talk about real
looks
soon. So
downscaled.
thanks. It looks like the downscaled version to me.
Which one is it? I believe so. Hey, which do you like? Ketchup or mustard? Yes.
I hate both. Barbecue sauce.
Oh my god, screw you, man. It's all the way.
No, I believe it is a scaled down version. Yeah.
Likewise, I think it
And
is.
that ties into the next thing we're going to talk about. So we're going to move on from
More
the stickers.
condiments.
Does anything anyone want to say anyone wants to say something about the stickers? Wow. Why was it such
They
a
look
tongue
neat,
twister?
but I will not be procuring them.
I'm going to get them, and I'm going to love them. I'm going to marry the stickers, and they'll be a part of my family.
Garmadon
Because I love
Shark.
stickers.
Garmadon Shark Army looks equal parts cool and also dumb. I don't know which. So that's
I like
Looks
some
goofy.
aspects of it, but some of it just looks weird to me. It looks
Yeah,
very
it's
toy-y.
interesting they're going with the sea aspect because I don't think they've actually really used that too much. They use the dead, and the snakes.
I mean, I think it would be
but-
cool if they were actually
This just-
sea creatures instead of
Yeah,
people
because
in
these guys,
costumes.
they're just guys in costumes or like equipment or
the
stuff.
The dude has like a sea urchin helmet, and I'm like, why? How about like an actual freakish sea urchin, kind of a monster?
Yeah, even though that like it is Ninjago toy universe, there's still some believability.
It's
there,
like if the
like,
Serpentine weren't actually snakes, but they were just people in like snake Halloween costumes.
But like maybe there's something they'll explain in the movie. So like I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Some of the minifigures look very interesting though. I really like the general girl. I'm not really sure what type of sea creature she's cool. Supposed to represent, but I really like that minifigure. She looks really cool with that Skrillex hairdo and all that. You know?
Skrillex hairdo. I'm telling you, Kai's hair though, man, they really took that to its completion. They were like, no, let's go all the way with this.
All right, go on.
It looks like my hair now. I'm very happy.
All right, let's talk about the ReBrick Contest, where we actually did get a look at Kai's mech, the one that will actually be on store shelves that you can actually buy. Because they have prizes for this Ninjago contest. Ninjago contest is called Ninja for a Day, and it's supposed to be a brick film contest where you animate a stop motion brick film that will just depict a snapshot in the life of Ninjago City. They actually call them Ninjagans, apparently.
That's actually like really close to like the fandom term for like a Ninjago fan, which is Ninjagian, which is basically like the same thing but with an I.
See, that sounds weird to me, but I can't imagine an alternative. Except calling them ninjas, which doesn't work. So.
Also, Meso.
Yes.
The mech that we see on the box, on the sticker book, it is the upscaled version. It is not the set one.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. In that case, the prior skepticism about Lloyd's Dragon is very, very appropriate. And the mech, alas.
Yep.
So apparently, they say that the brick films will actually be featured in the Ninjago movie in Act 1. I don't know how that's going to be shown. They did it in the Lego movie. They showed some films when Emmett is talking about other people's creations. I don't know how they're going to integrate it into the movie,
especially not this late in production.
And it's interesting. They also say that the top brick films will be featured and credited in the Ninjago movie. So it might be multiple.
Very interesting.
Maybe.
Well, what's the objective of the contest again?
You have to create a brick film about the life of someone in Ninjago City.
Yeah, a brick film. Oh, in that case, I'm out. I don't have patience for that.
Yeah, no.
No, never mind.
Yeah, it's supposed to be stop motion and stuff.
Exactly. Forget it. I mean, I commend whoever is able to do it successfully, but I can't.
So but they do give you some world building about the city, which is actually really interesting. They call it, and I'll quote here, a thriving Pan-Asian metropolis that blends the best of a dozen cultures into one population of happy Ninjagans. The city itself was built upon its history, so the lowest levels of Ninjago appear ancient, with each higher level become more and more modern until the top layer resembles modern Hong Kong or Tokyo.
That's cool.
That is actually really cool.
Right. They say citizens can travel on foot, via roads or a suspended hanging train, or float upon a series of elevated canals that connect the city.
Whoa.
Wow.
Neat.
Way more elaborate than the TV show ever fleshed out in Ninjago City.
What was that mode of transportation again?
Foot, train, or boat, basically.
Oh, or boat. Okay, never mind.
Canals.
Weird. I'm done with canals.
That makes me go on.
No. I was just going to read some rules from the contest.
That makes me very happy that they're giving a unique identity to the city, because I always felt like the Ninjago City in the TV show, it was just kind of boring, kind of generic. It's like just one day it was just this normal city, and then it underwent a technological revolution for no real reason, and then it just became even more generic in a different way. So I'm glad that they have some personality for the movie city.
So I really want to talk about one of these pictures that we got from the ReBrick Contest, because it's fascinating, the details you can glean.
Post it.
Sure. So, right out the gate, they have two different types of box that are shown in this image. The first one, the one that's most evident, Kai's, it's the European version of Lego boxes. The one behind it is the Western variant. You can tell, the North American continent version. You can tell because it has way more information about the set on it, like the part count, name, and age and stuff. Which is interesting because we now know.
Sets not have that?
Do you know why?
No.
Because in Europe, you're not required to have the amount of pieces that is present in the toy product. So that's why they exclude that, so that
Interesting.
you don't compare that with the price so it makes you use your money more. So that's why I use my phone to check how many pieces the sets have before I buy them.
Also, I'd like to point out too that apparently, like, American kids are mature enough to have this toy at 8, but man, that mech is only for 9-year-olds.
Well, no.
8-year-olds are out.
That's the thing. That was what I was going to lead into next. That actually may be very intentional, because Bionicle did that too. That's not a difference between the European stuff, because the box behind Kai's is Lloyd's Dragon, which we now know is called the Green Ninja Mech Dragon, and has 544 parts. Now, if that is ages 8 to 14, and the mech is ages 9 to 14, that has to mean that the mech has more pieces, and as such, costs more.
That
box
is
is larger,
so in
so that makes
depth.
sense.
Oh my gosh.
So, all I'm going to say about this is...
you.
The Kai's mechs, whatever. I understand it's downscaled. I understand some people are disappointed. I think it captures the look basically perfectly. I wouldn't have really changed anything for a downscaled version. It looks fine. Nothing revolutionary. Standard mech. Looks cool. Lloyd's Dragon. I know we can't see it, but I have zoomed in on the little thing you can see on the side of the box down there, and I'm trying to orient to actually look at that thing. It's very difficult to make out any details. It looks very different than what was on the sticker book. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a $60 set, so it's not even the flagship set of this
course. It looks...
I mean, assuming 540 pieces means it's going to be a $60 set.
Slapdash, throw together.
Yeah, it unfortunately does.
It's cool. Please be cool.
But I don't know. I think that the Dragon's going to be closer to $50. If it isn't, then yeah, it will be $60. But that means that Kai's has got to be in the $60-$70 range.
Which perplexes me why the main character's vehicle wouldn't get the biggest set. And my Kai, I don't know.
Maybe Kai's this whole movie's about Kai reclaiming his status as the main character.
It's like the reverse of the TV show. Lloyd starts out as the main character and then it suddenly becomes Kai.
If only. That would be phenomenal.
One last observation, from me at least. If you look at Kai's box art, you can see one of the fish henchmen that looks kind of like a hammerhead shark. His weapon is Thor's hammer and a fish.
You're right!
That's how he is attacking people. He decided to take Thor's hammer after the trailer that just got released for Ragnarok, stick it inside probably a tuna, and start hitting people with it.
There's a problem there, buddy.
I mean, they probably they remade the hammer, but they had to put something else inside it.
Honestly, that method is a bit fishy.
Just a little bit. All in all,
well,
I am excited for the movie set. I hope I will be able
now, here, there is something that the prizes reveal that's actually really cool. Out of all the prizes you get, obviously you get to be featured in the movie. We talked about that. You get the full Lego movie assortment, so you get all of the sets. You do get one exclusive Lego Ninjago mystery set valued at $300 to be revealed at the later date. So apparently there's a mystery set coming out that is one exclusive. I don't know what that...
Giant dragon.
So I don't know what exclusive means, though. Is it exclusive to only this contest? Is it exclusive
It'll probably be a Lego.com or Lego Shop exclusive. What I believe by exclusive, I mean direct to consumer.
All right, you're also going to get signed minifigures from the movie, and this is the important thing for me, and Prpl as well, and I'm sure what you'll find interesting. You get the art of the movie book signed by the filmmakers.
Maybe I should enter this.
For those of you who don't know,
do it.
Lego. No, you totally should. Lego Batman had a art of the movie book, and it's phenomenal. I definitely 100% recommend
Eljay,
it.
you and Prpl own the most Ninjago sets out of anybody. You two actually have the most chance at making this happen. Kai has the Air-Jutsu Temple. Make something.
Actually,
I have several
that
sets.
does remind me.
That
Lego on their Twitter,
really good,
they did confirm if you have the Ninjago Temple, you can use it. The Air-Jutsu one, you're allowed to use it.
All of you guys, do something. Why the heck not?
I have the Zeppelin, because I like steampunk.
The Zeppelin. Nice.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Zeppelin.
Honestly, I think that I should enter this contest and call it Ninjago City of Victory.
BrickFeed.
Yes.
We got a winner. Ding, ding,
BrickFeed of
ding.
Victory. There it is. And then I'm going to win. And then I'm going to just swim in the Lego sets and as Prpl, I don't know, weeps.
No.
I have an inquiry.
No, why would you do that?
You can have the smallest one.
$300 is the price of the set. The Air-Jutsu Temple, how much was that?
More than 2.
It was... Yeah.
Interesting. So this will be the largest Ninjago set ever released.
Magic Ninja Numbers from our audience is guessing it might be the bounty.
Ooh.
Because we know we're gonna we're going to be getting a bounty set. And
we are going to be getting a bounty set, and apparently
the bounty was shown off at Toy Fair. So
exactly.
If it was a mystery set, it would not be shown off in a public place. If it was a D2C set, it would not be.
Fair.
However, Lego's not above releasing 2 versions of the same thing, and the bounty could undergo an upgrade in the movie. I don't know. They could have different versions. They released 2 Batmobiles for the Lego Batman movie. It's like they can totally do that.
What if all the ninjas' mechs can fuse or something, combine together?
That'd be the ugliest set imaginable.
Probably, yeah, but
I want no part of
just
that.
all Voltron style.
No part at all.
That's the mystery set.
Oh man. Well, either way, I'm very excited about the movie. Lego Batman movie, at least up till now, hasn't received a set that big. So it is appreciated that they're pouring a lot of budget into the Ninjago movie. Hopefully the actual movie will live up to the sets. I have no doubt that it will.
Either way, the sets will be amazing. The production value with Lego Movie and Lego Batman movie is amazing.
It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the Lego Batman movie, thank you, Meso, because we are going to talk about the fact that the Lego Batman movie has just grossed over $300 million worldwide, which is pretty good.
That's a lot of
now,
Lego
it's less
sets.
than the Lego movie, which is interesting because a lot of people thought it would perform better than the Lego movie, and it actually has not. It's been doing very well, but it's been underperforming compared to the Lego movie, which is interesting because you would think that Batman would have a much more appeal.
I guess that is the question, which has more appeal, Batman or just Lego as a concept?
From the numbers we're able to get, apparently Lego is a concept.
Well, I'm a little bit worried, because I hope executives don't go, well, it's clear this was a waste of time.
Yeah.
No, listen, they're not going to do that, because here's what they have. Warner Brothers has DC Comics, which has been getting trashed in ratings. It has Harry Potter, which is
it's struggling to find its identity post-Harry Potter.
Yeah. And then it has the Lego franchise. These are the 3 tentpoles of Warner Brothers right now. And right now, Lego Movie is the most, out of all of them, is the most critically well received. It's out of all the franchises they have.
It is the movie genre
number one in terms of critical reception.
Going forward, it needs to carry on. I know we've said it a billion times. My ultimate pipe dream wish is Lego Marvel vs. DC the movie. Because I feel Lego is the only venue that will ever happen in. And that's the beauty of the Lego movies, even for less ambitious goals, is that Lego is a very unique way to make the movies. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff in Lego that you can never do with other mediums.
Yeah.
And I know this might seem like the idea of Lego Marvel versus DC will never happen. It is kind of unlikely, but let's not forget we had Batman jump into the Millennium Falcon in the Lego movie. That was an actual thing that happened.
And I mean,
those franchises, those companies have
name
crossed
dropped
beforehand.
in Batman movies, so
it's true. No, we'll see.
Prentice 1215 said Lego Dimensions, Meso, Lego Dimensions. Marvel isn't in Lego Dimensions.
And it is not because of Infinity. Yeah. So that unfortunately never came to pass. All right, so there's another thing going on with Batman. They announced the DVD release date, and it's going to be May 19th, digital, for digital release, and then June 13th for DVD.
Get hype.
So, fun fact. If you're paying attention, that means since Ninjago aired in another country and aired in the US, the Lego Batman movie came out and also went to DVD before that. Just so you guys know. It literally came out a month after and then went to DVD and then we get Ninjago. That's how. Thanks, Lego.
That's incredible.
Terrible.
Wait. Wait.
What?
Ninjago's coming out on DVD in June, right? Digital's only in May.
What? You mean Batman's coming out on DVD?
Sorry, yeah, Batman. Doi.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, for physical DVD, sure, it's coming out on June 13th.
I just mean the release of the movie.
I'm just saying that the window for how long this has been is ridiculous.
We're still getting the movie in
get
HD digital before we get Ninjago that way. So
yeah,
right, or it's around the same time. It's the same week it's airing. I think.
So
it's just ridiculous.
I am glad to see the Batman movies coming out on DVD. Though I want to rewatch that because that was a phenomenal.
I do want to rewatch that. I want to rewatch it with you guys. Great movie.
So
all right, so let's talk about one last thing. Unless you guys have anything you want to touch on,
because I might. But what's yours?
It's the Brick Report.
The Brick I was going to talk about Lego Dimensions.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you want to? We can touch upon that real quick if you want. Sure.
I did until right now.
I forgot about it because it means nothing. But
okay, yeah, we're on the same page about this. All right, let's go.
Okay, go.
Lego says it's not canceled. That's it.
What?
On their Twitter, they actually replied to somebody and said Lego Dimensions is not canceled. And that was all they said. We'll let you know if it ever changes. So people are rejoicing that, it's hooray, all the rumors are false, it's not actually canceled. Well, not to be a downer.
You are totally being a downer, don't get me wrong.
I would never advocate that a thing would be canceled because of rumors. That's totally not a thing I would ever do. But I have to say that
he's lying
based on all the reports and rumors that we've heard, it hasn't been canceled. It's been backburnered and shelved. In the sense that's why the article we talked about a while ago on the podcast, the title was like the quiet cancellation of Lego Dimensions. It could always come back in the future, but what we've heard is that its budget has been stripped away to the point where it could still be worked on, but the members of the team have been reassigned to other projects, and they are doing other things. The flip side, I would say, is just the obvious response to that, and that obviously Lego would not confirm or deny something on Twitter. Now, you can make the argument that they rarely do deny things in that capacity, which is fair, but they have been known to make blanket statements about things that are considered untruths for the majority of the community without any kind of explanation. Case in point, Xeros says they said Bionicle sold well. Everybody knows that. Whether it did or did not, you can decide. But Lego Twitter isn't exactly the go-to place for 100% reliable and factual information. They are customer support. If a formal announcement has not been made about its cancellation yet, their response will not be, yes, it is canceled.
Here's another reason, too. They do have some incentive to make people think the line is still active because they have a lot of new content still coming out. Like, when people say it's canceled, that means that Lego Dimensions is not going to go into year 3, that they're like kind of cutting back in development for it, that all the developers are being shafted something else.
But we know there's more to come.
Right. There's Powerpuff Girls that's coming out. There's some other stuff that they announced that's also going to come out as well. So, technically speaking, as of right now, it hasn't been canceled. There's still going to be things that are going to come out in the future.
Correct.
The issue is...
It's like if Bionicle had gotten to year 3. We wouldn't have been saying, it's been canceled just because it ends after year 3. Lego would have been like, no, we still have year 3 coming. It's about perspective.
But I do think that it's very evident. All the sources that we've looked at concerning this seem to come from reliable places. It seems, everything I've been reading about online about the toy-to-game market has been dire.
I think it's all folding on itself.
Yeah, TT Games has already, reorganized things behind the scenes and staff meetings. So, essentially, Lego Dimensions is not the big seller not the big seller. It's not as the big mover they thought it would be, and they are kind of shuttering that down. Unfortunately, that's what I think. Obviously enough, again, as the official word from Lego, the official Twitter thing is that it has not been canceled. But honestly speaking, I feel that that's PR speak, and it only goes so far. But hopefully, I'm wrong. Because it would be cool to see more Dimension stuff. I
don't think it would be.
Everything I'm looking at is telling me no. That's
Dimensions
not going to be the case.
Great, but I've never been into the toy to life shtick. I have a thought on that. It was, I think, out of all the gimmicks to push that was inevitably going to fold in on itself, we had music games, we had motion controls. This is the most expensive short-term gimmick that ever happened.
Oh man, are you forgetting about Guitar Hero and
the peripherals
Rock
of that
Band
were expensive, but I bet to get the full Rock Band experience would probably cost less than to get the full life experience.
With Lego, at least you're still getting Lego sets on top of that. You're getting minifigures, you're getting stuff.
That's true.
It's with a lot of you just get statues. That's all you got. It's not like they don't have any value outside of the thing they were supposed to promote. And now, Infinity's no longer around.
I know nobody here has really been into Lego Dimensions, but X, were you ever? Did you ever buy any?
I wanted to, but unlike America, they never went on sale. And it's just too much.
Oh, they are on sale dirt cheap here.
Yep.
Go to your stores and try to find them because they are selling
mail some to X.
Come here.
Yeah,
mail them to me. I'd love a Prpl minifigure.
X, if you ever find yourself in America one of these days,
if that'll happen. Yeah, that's what I'll do in the summer. I'll go. I'll go for a Lego Dimensions run, but
spend hundreds of dollars in failing Dimensions.
I wonder if I actually wonder at Brick Fair, because some of us are going this year. I wonder if they'll actually have Dimension sets for cheap.
Most of us are going.
People trying to flip them, right?
I doubt for cheap. Because BrickFair, the vendors did hike stuff up there to make it
for the vendors. Yeah, they
I know.
They kick
I'm
stuff
saying
up
that like
majorly.
if you buy something for like $1 and you sell it for $2-3, you're making 200-300% profit.
That's
So
true.
cheap. I mean, cheap in the realm of Lego Dimension sets might actually be really, really cheap.
We'll keep our eyes out because I'd like to get a few.
$5. I mean, like honestly, there's some sets I'd pay $5 for, or like $3 for, and that's already at a profit for some people. So.
Totally. They had some great stuff. It was out of my range.
Real quick, we ought to mention BrickFair, Virginia. When we mention BrickFair, we're talking about BrickFair, Virginia in Chantilly, Virginia. That's going to be taking place in August of this year. It's going to be August, I want to say 6th to 7th.
Be there.
I'd like to say that as well, but I'm not sure.
But
let me see. You should go.
No, I think it's... Oh, goodness, let me check.
Put a link in the description.
5th to 6th. There we go. 5th to 6th. You definitely
BrickFair,
go...
Virginia, the website, links in the description.
Yeah, definitely go if able, because pretty much everyone here in this call, except for Prpl and X, are confirmed to be going. So...
Yeah.
And, like, Var's gonna be there, Ven's gonna be there, Invictus is gonna be there. It's gonna be a blast. Be there.
It's going to be good.
Top tier stuff.
100%.
Let's talk about this market report.
Okay, so there's this person on the line.
Just some person.
Yeah, just some person.
Some dude.
Actually, I'm trying to find if she has her name up here.
Lego Girl.
Nah.
She doesn't actually. Yeah, I mean.
No, I'm not joking. That's
sure.
the name that's listed on this article.
I know. I mean, like they.
Phenomenal.
I'm trying to find her actual name, but sure, that's I'm able to find right now.
But that is her actual name. First name Lego.
First name Lego, middle name Girl, or last name Girl. Like Mr. and Mrs. Girl are in the waiting room, and they're like, "Oh, it's your daughter. What are you gonna name her?" Well, Lego's doing real good at the stock market, so let's do that. Or here's what happened: they're giving her the baby,
I hope she never hears this.
the nurse was still holding on, and she was like, "Hey, what do you want to name it?" And she's like, "Just let go." And she's like, "Okay, sure, Lego Girl."
Man, she's gonna hear this and never listen to us again.
We really appreciate your work. She's actually she's an enthusiast from Prague who is also a analyst in finance and business, and she does this giant thing where she analyzes all this stuff for Lego in different quarters. So this one's for quarter 1 of 2017. A lot of cool stuff here if you like stats and different things. Some interesting things were she gives you a graph of new supply pieces by themes, different which theme had the most amount of sets, the average price per piece for each theme, etc., etc. A lot of cool stats and stuff here. So if you're interested in that, totally check this out. It's actually a really cool thing that she's doing.
I'm a sucker for cool bits of info like that. Yeah. It enriches the experience for me.
She did one last year. For actually in January she did one for quarter 4 of 2016, and she received a lot of feedback, and she did some more expounding on different themes in this one. So there's actually the places devoted to certain themes: Dimension, DC Comics, Creator, Classic, etc., etc., etc. For each theme, there's a little page telling about all the things they did.
Very nice.
One funny thing is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's actually a really funny one to look at because they have one set, and it's the graph is pretty low there. So
I guess that's true. The Brickheads would only fall into the Brickheads thing. Wouldn't actually be pirates, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well.
It's fascinating. I love data. I love graphs. So this stuff really does
data?
Spin my rotor, but
spin your rotor. Get out of here.
It's very interesting because she has here at the very beginning. I don't know what she's comparing this to. She has quarter 1, 2017, which is great, but it looks like all of her comparisons are to just the general overall years for Lego.
Mm-hmm.
And wouldn't it be best to just compare quarter 1 of those years?
It probably would. I don't know if she has the data for that. She's only starting aggregating that data right now, so she probably can look at his finance reports maybe and or get things from a year, but she can't tell what comes out in quarter 1. It can't be too
terribly difficult to gather that data. You just look at things and count.
If it's so easy, then do it yourself.
Sure. I'll
make the Eljay market report.
I'll do it. It'll only be about
Green
Bionicle,
sets
though.
are on the upswing this year. No.
But, no, it's interesting. It's very, very cool to see. The thing that interests me the most is themes by number of pieces, number of sets, and number of minifigures, price per piece, total value. Those are the graphs that I find fascinating.
Because stuff like that's very like good when you're doing videos on certain themes, when you're having a discussion about like budget versus like minifigure inclusion and all that stuff. It's important to know all those things.
Well, Star Wars and the Lego Batman movie, I'm a big minifigure guy, and they had the most amount of minifigures for this
Star Wars
year.
and Batman.
In terms of sets released in Q1.
Star Wars and Batman are tied with the highest number of figs at 40.
At 40.
Whoa.
40 each, but
It's because of the re-release of the Death Star. I think really bumped that up for Star Wars. Star Wars really didn't have like a whole deal this time, but the Death Star really helped
possibly.
That, I think. And of course, Lego Batman movie.
The interesting thing is, Lego Batman movie does not have the highest amount of sets by far. Number of sets totals to about 9, but it is the highest theme by total value.
Makes sense. That license fee.
But Star Wars, let me see, number of sets. But here's the thing, though. Star Wars, 17 sets, highest number. It is the second highest by value.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of cheaper sets rolling out for Star Wars.
Yeah.
They're really pushing the whole, like, medium-sized, you get, like, 2 or 3 minifigures, get your thingy, you know.
I feel that's good that they're trying to do that because it makes it a little bit more accessible. Like, all these years, we've gotten so many giant Star Wars sets.
Yeah, there's just
that's
this
what
huge
always dissuaded me from buying them.
They're trying to, like, stray a little bit away from that, you know, building these small environment stuff. So
well, I mean, like, Marvel.
I'm still
Marvel's
shocked
been doing
we have
pretty
a
good
Phantom
too.
Menace set in 2017.
Oh, I know, right?
Shocked.
Oh man, I honestly I haven't seen too much stuff from the prequels since the prequels came out. They haven't really been popular for Lego. For obvious reasons, you get fans wanting to recreate stuff from the original trilogy, and not so much of prequels, you know.
Yeah.
But apparently, in Marvel Superheroes, actually had the record number of new sets of minifigs released in Q1 2017.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Marvel's on the upswing. No surprise.
Right. Next Knights is doing well, and Ninjago is doing well in terms of like value and stuff. She doesn't have any sales data, which is I would love to see sales data, and I understand Lego will never release that because that's important to what they're doing as a company, and why would you give that out to other companies to use?
When you release sales data and you reveal your best-selling lines, but at the same time you have to reveal your least-selling lines. And
I mean, just like it opens it up for competitors to copy what they're doing. People are like, "Oh, Ninjago's doing well let's do ninjas for our thing now." You know,
the thing I'm wondering, kind of only tangentially related, but you mentioned Nexo Knights, and the thought just kind of struck my mind. I'm really curious to see how long Nexo Knights is going to go on for.
Yeah,
depends.
Because I don't foresee it lasting longer than Chima, to be honest with you.
Really,
I think 3 years and it's done.
I think reception's been pretty good. I feel like reception's been better to Next Knights and Chima, but my ear to the ground has not been so, you know. And I mean, like, even with Chima, like, we were, we did the coverages and we critiqued Chima quite a bit, but it definitely got better the second and third season.
Watching Chima was an excellent experience, even though there's no way that our feedback could have ever, like, contributed to the development of the show. It was interesting to see, because of timelines and stuff, it's quite interesting to see, like, the community always had these problems with Chima, and evidently either they were listening to the community or they were on the right track anyway, because like they all were fixed mostly by the end. It was just went on such a gradual upswing. I liked seeing that elevate. Nexo Knights, I think, I wouldn't know, we're woefully behind on the show, but I think it is on a similar upswing. Reception is very good. I just have not heard that same level of buzz surrounding it as Ninjago, which it was an unfair comparison because Ninjago is the juggernaut that it is. But it's the only comparison to draw to, either that or Chima.
Makes sense.
So,
Ninjago is a very unique theme. I feel it, and I'm glad it's doing so well. If only there is another theme like that.
Is it very?
Could also have done well.
Oh, okay.
May it rest in peace. Pieces.
Broken
construction pieces.
I wonder, like, do people like listen to this and you're like, man, it's just like someone who, like, a girl who won't get over her boyfriend. And so I was like, oh. He left me.
I like Walk's comment. We're so salty.
Yeah,
I agree.
Hero Factory had the potential.
Ninjago is the new Bionicle.
The entire 3 people fan base.
Ninjago is the new Bionicle.
I don't like it.
Who's the third person?
As much as you like it or don't like it, it has Miller has like that. That's what it is right now. It's kind of replaced that. So
I'm not saying that's not the case, doofus. I'm saying I don't like it. It makes me unhappy.
I'm talking to the fans. Now I'm talking to the audience.
Now we have love triangles.
I know you
Wait. Ninjago is the new Bionicle?
Yeah.
Essentially.
But Ninjago's successful. I don't
Okay, that's the thing that gets me. Everyone says Bionicle wasn't successful. Generation 2 wasn't. Generation 1 was.
Well, Generation 1 was successful at one point.
No, it was successful. Don't say it wasn't successful, because you know what the minimum amount of time a line has to run is? It's 3 years. If it makes it to 3 years, then you know what? It did what it was meant to do. That's why Generation 2 failed, because it didn't make it to 3. Generation 1 made it to 10.
Eljay, was 2009 successful?
I mean, listen, it got a movie. Where's Your Factory's movie?
So did the Lone Ranger, but it was horrible.
Movie.
Man,
the Lego Lone Ranger didn't get a movie. The Lego Lone Ranger movie got Lego sets.
Yeah, but like Clutch Powers got a movie. He's doing real well now.
Clutch Powers didn't have sets.
Should have.
Exactly.
I think. Like he was like a bonus figure in one set.
I would have bought some Clutch Powers sets. That was a neat thing.
I think so. I'm gonna detective this up. Let's CSI Miami.
Well, I mean, like, Bionicle Generation 1 was very successful for at the very early years, and over time it waned.
I mean, sure, over time it waned. That doesn't mean it wasn't successful.
G1 was successful, ... for a construction theme.
For a time. Not even just for a construction theme, it was very successful. It was Lego's top earning line.
That doesn't mean it wasn't a success. It lasted 10 years. It was a global phenomenon. It was obviously successful. To say that Generation 1 wasn't successful is wrong. It's very blatantly wrong.
Well, no, I'm saying that like to say it's successful kind of implies a success rate throughout the entirety of the franchise, which it did not have.
I feel like
Generation 1 definitely had a huge. Well, I mean,
we do know that the sales were very good and they stayed good, but they waned.
I mean, they eventually did wane, and the theme ended. That's fine, but it ended before the name Bionicle was completely and utterly trashed. Generation 2 helped out with the trashing.
I mean, like, I feel like the Generation 2 had, I think the biggest fault is that people didn't know it was back. All the sets were great.
I mean, sure, but we're not talking about this, whether or not the sets were good. We're talking about whether or not it was a success.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're saying it trashed the name. I don't think so. People didn't know it came back. That's like, so it didn't trash any name.
That's the greatest tragedy of all. If you want to talk tragedy, that's what it is.
I put it on Twitter. Better. I put it on Twitter like the other day. I was like, just get Bionicle to have a reference to Rick and Morty, and apparently everyone wants the thing back. You reference McDonald's sauce, and everyone's like, "Oh no, now we need the sauce," and they've been experienced
9 more seasons, Morty. 9 more seasons until I get my G3.
9 more generations.
Yeah, no.
And that's what we got to do.
No.
All right,
wrong discussion.
They should just bring back Lego Mars Mission, dude.
Yeah,
it's the best thing,
dude. They should.
I
should bring back all the old themes.
Lego Spheris Magna Mission.
Oh my gosh.
No. We're gonna cap that right now.
I'm hungry.
No more ideas from Meso. I'm shutting you down this time. All right, that's what I'm doing.
The difference is we didn't just gradually smack Meso down with logic like he was a tumbleweed in a sandstorm.
I didn't smack him down with logic. I just said for an hour and a half.
No, I didn't say you did. I'm saying everyone else did.
We'll use the logic for the quotations. Sure. It's 54 minutes. Let's pull this to a close. We'll see you guys next week for the TTV BrickFeed podcast. You can follow our channel here at YouTube by going to youtube.com/TTV channel and subscribing and hitting that little bell button so you can get notified whenever we upload a new video. Keep up to date with all the stuff we're doing. You can also support our Patreon by going to patreon.com/TTV channel and being part of our live studio audience and going to our boards at board.tvchannel.com.
Can we just say before we end, next episode's episode 50.
It is.
What are we going to do? We got to throw a party.
Let me host it.
I want to do a party. We'll figure something out. Yeah, I do want to have elaborate. I want to figure out something for episode 50. So
our 50th episode celebration for the TTV podcast was a great thing.
It was
a live
not.
stream and three people showed up.
It was not.
I remember
good.
this.
Shout out, if you ever listen to this, yawk. I always remember you as being one of those people. You're still a fan of ours today. Shout out
3
to
people.
You.
Now, like you usually get 70 people. So that's how far we've come.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Maybe we'll do a live stream. Maybe we'll do something different. I don't know. We should do something special though.
Wadden says 50th episode should be BrickFeed, an episode with face cams.
Why is this a thing now? Why is it a face cam now? I remember when it was a webcam.
I don't have a webcam that works currently.
I remember when they were called emotes.
Record it with like your phone, Meso.
I could, but I'm not gonna. Go ahead and end.
All right. We're going to see you next week. I'm Jonathan Dwan.
I'm Meso, Knack.
I'm Eljay.
I'm Prpl, Dragon.
X.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Freaking ants!
Just say, it's a name.
And I'm the XX Trooper. Bye.
All right. This was the BrickFeed podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.